We invite all listeners to tune in every Thursday at approximately 7:25 a.m. for Tutor Speaks, a program which deals with all issues affecting teachers, schools, and the education sector in general. So join us right here on I-95.5 every Thursday morning at 7:25.
A blessed Thursday morning to all I-95.5 listeners. This is the segment Tutor Speaks, and I am your presenter, Patricia Eversley. This morning we have part 2 of the New Year's address by the President of the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association, Mrs. Antonia Tika de Freitas. Welcome again, Mrs. de Freitas.
Very recently, in a telephone conversation with the Minister of Education, I indicated to her that there must be bilateral discussions between the union and the Ministry of Education to ascertain how this policy would apply to educators, given the diverse manner in which we are conducting our jobs at present. Now, Tutor will follow through with having this meeting come off, and we will make our recommendations on behalf of education professionals. Notwithstanding this commitment, I wish to advise educators of the following. Once you are fit to resume duty on Monday, January 3rd, please do so. And note, you are not required at this time to declare your vaccination status to the Ministry of Education or to any of its agents. Any such request must be immediately brought by members to the attention of the union. Your union advises, which we gave last term, once you are a secondary school teacher of forms 4, 5, or 6, and you are on the compound, you are not to engage in any remote teaching. These emergency measures ceased once you returned to your place of work. If you are and you are to engage students of forms 1 to 3, this must be done asynchronously. Let us, comrades, not be the reason that the state unilaterally amends the terms and conditions of employment because we are bending over backwards to fix something that we should not be trying to fix. Comrades, you are to report for duty each and every day. If there comes a time when you receive correspondence from your employer, then you comply. Do not stay away from work. Tutor, in conjunction with the Joint Trade Union Movement, JTUM, is eagerly awaiting the Attorney General or the Minister of Labour's invitation to properly discuss this proposed vaccination policy for the public sector. However, be mindful that as educators, if the Ministry of Education seeks to implement any policy in the education sector without clear articulation of terms, implementation procedures, or other relevant details, Tutor, like JTUM, stands ready to pursue the course of action it has decided upon. Please note, comrades, that if the state creates a scenario in the education system where there will be a shortage of manpower, it must not be our responsibility to fix it. That same benevolent state, which is coercing persons into vaccination in the name of public welfare and common good, is the same state which has not seen it fit to upgrade the UTT graduates of 2010 or pay the relevant increments to educators, nurses, and other public sector workers. That same state has not seen it fit to properly alleviate the plight of the numerous citizens who have suffered as a result of this pandemic. The same benevolent state, which is threatening the job security and livelihood of public sector workers and educators if they don't become vaccinated, is the same state which has not settled outstanding wage negotiations from 2013 for educators, and even further back for other public sector workers. Comrades, I say, Tutor stands ready to do everything to protect the rights of educators and, in conjunction with JTUM, to protect the rights of the working class. If schools are to be safe zones or quasi-safe zones, then Tutor calls on the Ministry of Education to ensure, 1, that the necessary funding is given to principals to provide sanitization material and signage for their schools. 2, the Ministry of Education must ensure that testing of educators and students be given a priority. Finally, there must be attention paid to infrastructure, many issues of which existed prior to COVID-19. I say to you, comrades, let us not be intimidated. Let us not be divided. Now is the time for solidarity, unity, and strength. Your union is here for you. Long live tutor. Long live educators. I offer blessings to you and to your loved ones, and may the Almighty grant all of us health and perseverance in 2022.
Thank you very much, Mrs. De Freitas, for joining me this morning on Tutor Speaks.
You have been listening to Tutor Speaks. You can contact us at tuterpresident1@gmail.com. That's tutorpresident1@gmail.com, or telephone Tutor's head office at 645-2134, 645-3825, or 663-2738.